It was raining really hard this morning, but it's kind of let up now, which is really good. I was up probably at around 5 a.m. and I noticed the battery power was getting quite low, so I knew I would have to go out in the dark and start the generator. That's one thing that I don't like. If anyone asks me, like, are you ever scared of anything being out there all by yourself? I do not like going out in the dark. Now that I have Peach, it's actually a lot better, but yeah, if I could not go out in the dark, I wouldn't. So at around 5:30, I ended up going out to turn on the generator. Peach came with me, of course. So as soon as we get outside, her hackles go straight up and she starts barking and takes off up into the trees, and I'm like, great. Anyways, but I had a flashlight, so all I do is I just keep the flashlight up and I look for glowing eyeballs. Yeah, I had my pepper spray on me. I don't know what that would have done for me, but anyways, nothing happened. I successfully got the generator turned on and then went back inside. Peach, however, about 10 minutes later, she showed up. I have no idea where she got to, but yeah, she showed up soaking wet. It was just pouring this morning. I'm really glad the rain has stopped because I have quite a bit to do. It's a bit windy right now, but that's actually supposed to die down, which I hope it does, because I have to go up into the forest and I do not want wind blowing when I'm up in there. The owner was here this week. He came for a couple of days. He had a lot of things that he wanted to get done on the property, and he brought a pull cord for the wood splitter, but unfortunately, when he was taking the wood splitter apart, there was a spring inside, the spring that allows the pull cord to spring back after you pull it. That thing was so old. He literally just breathed on it and it broke. So next time he'll bring a spring for the wood splitter. So yeah, so I won't be splitting any wood at least until his next visit. On Monday, my neighbors also did a supply run to Port McNeill, which I was really grateful for. The owner arrived on Tuesday, so Monday I still was short of pretty much everything. So yeah, they were just great. They were very kind and scheduled a trip for Monday, and yeah, it was really great. Very uneventful, but you know, it's funny when I go to town, I get my groceries, and I love my neighbors. They're just so amazing, and I love talking to them. I love hanging out with them. Yeah, they're just great. But I'm always so glad to get back here. I mean, considering I'd just been alone for the last month, really, and as soon as I see my sailboat in the dock, I just feel this, oh, it's so good to be back here. That just tells me I'm in the right place right now in my life. I didn't film a whole lot this week. Some of you may or may not know. I don't film when the owners are on the property, mostly because, you know, they want their privacy, and they've got kids, and it's just not cool to be filming kids. So today's gonna be a big day, and I have a lot to do. The owner, when he was here, he went up into the forest and he checked for windfalls, and the winds that we have had in the last 3 weeks, there was a lot of windfalls up there. So he only had time to buck up one tree that fell. So my job today is to take the side-by-side and go up into the forest and find that log. He gave me directions on where it was, so I think it'll be really easy to find. It'll be the only log up there that's bucked up with a chainsaw. So yeah, that's something I have to do today. He also bucked up the tree that fell on the shoreline out front of my cabin. That's not going to be for anything too crazy. I think it's going to be used for just bonfire wood as opposed to wood for the fireplaces. But he bucked that up, and we managed to get it all chucked up onto the shoreline. So from the shore up to the property, it's, you know, it's quite a height. So yeah, so we got it that far, and I just said, no, I'll do it next week. I'll just move it myself, because, you know, he's only got finite time here and he's got lots to do. So I just told him I would move that. So I want to move that today. It's going to be a really good day for Peach. She is going to be exhausted. She's going to be able to run through the forest, which I don't let her go up there by herself. She has free reign of this property, which is massive, but as far as going up into the trails in the forest, I don't let her go up there by herself. So she's going to come up with me, and she's going to have the time of her life. Although she's a little wary of the side-by-side. Like, I don't know that she's scared of it, but she doesn't trust it. So every time I like go forward, I'll look back and she's just standing there watching me. So I always have to encourage her to come on, come on. And as soon as I do that, she hops it into gear and she starts chasing me. But yeah, I think she's very suspicious of the side-by-side. So that might stress her out a bit. So I'm going to just be really careful around her with it, not, you know, go too speedy. But I do want her to get used to it. So yeah, so I'll just keep exposing her to it. So the rain has stopped. So I think what I'm going to do first is get the bucked up logs from the shoreline to the wood splitter, and then I'll head up into the forest. I think I'll put the forest maybe towards midday, because the wind will have really died down. Because the last thing I need is, you know, being up in the forest and having a tree fall on my head. So, but anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna get started on moving the logs from the shoreline to the wood splitter. you.